Hi, my name's Harry Goodfellow. I'm from Matthew Curtis Hair, and I'm the hairstylist today on this makeover we're doing with Charlotte. She's already had her makeup done, so today I'm going to give her a look which I believe that she'll be able to sort of recreate herself at home. After talking to Charlotte, she often wears her hair down, and also she sometimes likes to have her ears covered. So we're going to take that into mind, into what we're going to do today. We're going to wear it over the one shoulder, over this way, and we're going to give it a 40s inspired wave. In order to get the best kind of sections for this style to do yourself, we're going to take slightly different sections to what I'd normally take going across the head. We're going to go at a bit of an angle, starting from the ear and just sloping down towards the bottom of the neck. So you get a nice chunk like that. And that's also going to help it sit over the other side when we eventually brush it out. I'm going to clip the hair out the way. Now, today we're using tongs. They're great for creating a nice barrel roll. And also they're great for the extra hold later on, and they really sort of heat the hair well. We're also going to help it by giving it a quick spray of hairspray. So each section we take today, we're going to give it a light coating, a really light hairspray, nothing too heavy, so it can brush out afterwards. And then we want to also use a flat brush, and we're just going to run that under, and that's just going to comb the spray through. Okay. We're going to take our tongs on a high heat, but not so hot that they get really hot. So we want to be taking into consideration, hair care. So we want to keep it nice and really hot temperature, but not maybe the maximum temperature. And we're going to take the hair and we're going to wrap it round. And we're wrapping the hair down and pushing it onto the base of the tongs, around to the root, clumping down, and then rolling up. And that just gives us that barrel roll. We're going to do all the waves the same way today, so we're going to come over the one shoulder, so we're going to do it wrapping around the barrel. And you just allow that to heat until you feel it, and you let it go, and you get a nice tight curl like that with the body lift underneath here. Light spray of hairspray again. This just helps it with extra hold. Quick brush through. Tongs again, and in exactly the same way, around at the base, wrapping the tongs around, always bringing the tongs back towards the head to the base, which gives us that root lift. Around, making sure you're keeping the ends in. If you were to keep the ends out, you get more of a sort of textured look, dishevelled look, but we're going for more of a sleeker kind of 40s look, so we're going to keep them in and keep them nice and tight. You want to keep the tongs quite sort of vertical up, and that gives us that nice fall when we let it out. Let it get nice and hot. Obviously, be wary of yourself when you do it yourself, burning your head. So always be careful with that. And drop it out. And the same again, you get a nice tight curl. Right, so we're coming into that fringe section now, which we can start to address. So we're just going to take all these shorter strands where the fringe is. Make sure we've got them all. And same again, like we've been working around this top section, going in a bit more horizontally at a slight angle. And then bringing it round a bit more vertically when we release it out. So now that we've set the hair, we've done it in these big barrel rolls going all the same way. We're going to go through again, same sections, and we're just going to brush through using a flat brush again like we did when we did the hairspray. We're going to do that again, and what that's going to do is going to pull out the curl, and that's going to basically shape what we've got here into what we want it to be at the end, basically. So we've got our section, we've got our two sections that we did here. We're going to get the brush, and we're just going to pull it underneath, so it brushes out into one section, and you get that wave coming through. That's that 40s wave that we're looking for. Also, what we're going to do is we're going to take the brush, and we're just going to tease underneath, which is going to bind it together and also give it a bit of body. And that just keeps it one fluid shape. Same again, we're going to work up the head, get this excess out the way. A little bit of light hairspray on there. Take the two sections, pull them together, and the hair should brush out into this nice wave. Again, a bit of back combing, just light teasing it just to get it to stay together. also we can join it into this underneath section which we've just brushed out before, which gives it that fluidness. So now we've gone through and brushed out all the curls, we're going to go through and we're going to put it into more of a shape that we kind of want it to finish as. So I'm going to leave that section out again, the fringe, and we're just going to brush it around this side because we're going to come over this one side. I'm going to brush it around, start to let the hair fall over this one side. And then using some hairspray, maybe a slightly smaller brush, just going to work it around. Again, we don't want to coat the hair in hairspray so it looks kind of wet, but enough so it can look kind of like sleek around this side of the head. Right, we're going to brush around the side of the head. We're going to take a pin and we're just going to go into the nape of the neck, which is the back of the neck, the bottom of the neck. Just going to pop that up in there and that will just help us hold it round. Cool, so here we've got a sort of a modern version of a sort of Brigitte Bardot wave, coming through some really soft waves, really easy to do on yourself, taking sort of big sections with tongs and spraying. And around the side here on Charlotte, we've got some nice softness. That's what it's all about. It's all soft and sort of natural, but sort of kept, which is really, really nice. So there it is.
Just a little blend in with my foundation brush to make it sit a little bit more on the skin, like skin. I always like to blend everything in. This goes back to that sandwiching products. So I've put powder on top of a foundation and then I'm blending it back in with a foundation.